Hi, today I'm going to be field stripping a Glock. Glocks are pretty standard. This happens to be a Glock 22. However, this information should carry over and be relevant to other Glock platforms. Anytime I handle a weapon, obviously, I'm following the 4 safety rules. All weapons must always be treated as if they're loaded. Muzzle will be pointed in a safe direction. I'm keeping my finger off the trigger and out of that trigger guard until my sights are on the target. I'm prepared to shoot. Always certain of what my target is and also what's beyond it in the surrounding areas. Today I'm going to ensure that this weapon is clear by doing a 3-point check. First I'm going to remove the magazine, which is my source of feed. I'm going to ensure there's no bullets there. I'm going to separate that. I actually have my ammunition separated for today, but just for the demonstration I have them separated. I usually keep ammunition separate from the gun, so we ensure just an extra precautionary step. Can never be too safe. Next, I'm going to actually lock this slide back, ensuring that there's not a round in the chamber. I'm going to actually feel with my finger, not just a visual inspection, but I want to be 100% sure there's no round in this chamber. Okay? I'm then going to lock this forward. Now, this is an issue for some. This is why we have to be 100%. We have to adhere to our safety rules 100% because I have to pull the trigger to get this slide off, okay? So I've already inspected the weapon, we know it's clear. I'm gonna pull that trigger. That's gonna allow me to use these disassembly lever here. There's one on each side and here. I'm gonna push down on that with some pressure as I bring this back. I tell people that may not have as strong of hands or not able to manipulate this, bring it closer to your body so you can get leverage on the weapon. As I bring this back, I pull that safety lever down and that releases the slide here. Once I have the slide taken off, I have my frame separate here. I have my recoil spring and my recoil spring rod, which is actually attached. It's one piece. I keep that as one piece. Now I'm going to remove the barrel of the weapon. For this now I can clean the areas in here, I can clean my barrel with a brush, I can clean my spring, and all the areas in here. This will suffice for a good cleaning of the weapon. Periodically I will break this down and clean some of the components inside the trigger mechanisms. But for my purpose, and that I haven't been shooting this quite a bit, a field strip and a cleaning like this should suffice. So now putting it back, we're just going to go in the reverse. I'm going to place my barrel, and I want to ensure that that barrel is facing up so this portion is flat here. You can actually see that serial number on this portion here. Okay. Now I'm going to place my recoil spring and guide rod back in. It'll seat down into an area here that actually has kind of a half circle formation. Ensure that that spring is put in place. Sometimes we get in a hurry, we're doing maybe cleaning multiple guns. If we forget to put that spring in and we try to assemble the gun, it will lock up. It's a real pain to get it unlocked. So I'm going to guide that back on the rails there. Now I'm back on. I'm ready to go. Now, if I want to load this weapon, I'm just going to work conversely. I'm going to add my source of feed here. If there's a bullet, there's not, but if there were a bullet in there, now I can seat that bullet in and the gun's loaded. For today, it's not loaded. Like I said, we separated that, but that's the 3-point inspection and a basic field strip and then cleaning.